All right, this is week 4 and the best week so far. I'm getting really excited about this whole pursuit. By the way, welcome to the pursuit. This is week 4 and my name is Simon. 25th of May to 31st of May. We're still in level 1. The focus of the week this week was to testing my right foot over an extended period of stress. And that's exactly what happened later on this week on Friday. Before we get into the week and what happened training-wise, what I managed to do, what I managed to get done, and what didn't happen, let's talk HRV, VO2 Max, FTP, and weight. My HRV was a little bit higher again, 70, and I have to say I feel pretty good. VO2 Max, I am now breaking the VO2 Max between cycling and running. For some reason, the Garmin has started to tell me what both of my VO2 Max are. But my cycling VO2 Max is 50, and my running has climbed a little bit from 49 to 49.5. I'm going to take this as a big win. My FTPs remain 253, but the big news this week is that I managed to lose 800 grams body weight. So I'm now 86.8. If I go back to week 1, I was on 88.6. That's almost a full 2 kilos of weight shed. I cannot wait to go back on the body composition thing to see exactly what I lost. Hopefully not muscle. So overall, these are great news, and I feel it's working. The training, the increase in load and volume, what exactly I'm doing in the gym and out is good. Now, let's start. Monday. As usual, Strength A Monday. I took a little bit more time in the gym. I adjusted a couple of things, an hour and 20 minutes for an average of 107 BPM. I'm trying not to raise my heart rate too high in those strength sessions, so I'm taking the time between sets. I don't want to mimic a circuit class session where, you know, it's kind of a high intensity interval training. I'm really working on my heart rate to stay nice and low, to not put too much stress. They're testing the fire alarm right now. We might have a few interruptions. But anyways, to go back to the strength session, best strength session yet. My right foot definitely is starting to feel better and stronger. And so I'm going to double down on these 2 strength sessions a week. They're working for my hip, for my leg, and for my foot. And I'll talk a little bit about these strength sessions when I go over what happened on Friday, because I really felt the difference. This was followed on Monday still by a bike erg session for 1 hour. Very low, easy heart rate, 115 average. A good 89 RPM in terms of cadence. So that's to mimic what I want when running or when I'm doing more running. 117 watts average, and this is kind of my flush, you know, try and promote recovery after a strength session. Moving the legs is amazing for blood flow. Blood flow equals faster recovery, and that's the goal with these bike erg sessions after strength. Tuesday run, 49 minutes 22, and a very slow pace of 6:35. It felt very tough. I mean, I'm not too sure why exactly what happened within, but heart rate hard to manage.
It's hot.
I had to stop 4 times to stay somewhat okay in terms of heart rate. Otherwise, it would have shot just right up. So not so good. 142 average heart rate at this pace, but that's very much because I had to stop. Otherwise, it would have gone a lot higher than this. 177 steps per minute. My vertical oscillation still too high, 8.7 centimeters. And my ground contact time balance, which we've talked about for 3 weeks now, is still decent, 49.6, 50.4. 7.5K run, got it done, but felt tough to manage. Wednesday, bike erg, 2 hours, an average of 134 BPM, a very decent cadence again, 150 watts, kind of higher zone 2. I was trying to I was trying to really keep that 150 watts happening without going over 140, 142 BPM, and it worked. That was a lot better for the spirit. I felt in control. Let me get a bit of water. And 54K, done. Thursday is usually a threshold day or, some sort of workout, but it was a full rest day, very busy day at work. Takeaway food to catch the afternoon train. So right from work, my girlfriend and I caught the train to go to the Lake District. And that's for what's happening next. We were going to the Lake District to mimic what we will have to go through in August when we are doing the TMB, the Tour du Mont Blanc, in France for 5 days. And so roughly what's to be expected in August is to go through about 30 to 32K and with an average of 2,000 meters of elevation gain and kind of loss over the day. So that's 10K of elevation gain over 5 days. And so we want to make sure we're ready for it. We are obviously definitely training for the pursuit, my goals, but I have to keep this one in mind. And so it was an amazing day out. We got there on Friday. We left right after breakfast. We wanted to do this below 10 hours, not really knowing what to expect in the mountains or in the hills, in the fells, as they call it in up north. But we managed a 31K in 7 hours and 56. My heart rate average was 111, so kept it nice and low. And the elevation gain and loss was 1,879. So we managed to really mimic what a day out in the Alps will be like. And it gave us a real insight on gear, what we're using, how to use our gear, shoes, are the shoes all right, map management, fueling, water, all of it. So it was an amazing day to test both the gear aspect, but also our bodies. Are we capable right now? And surprisingly, my feet, my calves, my legs felt amazing. And that's why I wanted to touch on these strength sessions. I feel they are really doing the trick. I'm feeling the strength coming, I'm getting stronger. And going up those hills, I felt very springy, very light on my feet. Obviously also shedding a bit of body weight is helping. But surprisingly, at the end of the day, I actually started having a little bit of stress and pain in the front of my shin towards the foot. Clearly, those are tendons there. And so I'm going to start addressing the weaknesses I found during this hike run from next week onwards. It was just the most magical day out there. Beautiful, wild. We need more of it. So we're going to do more of it. And what a beautiful place. We also stayed in this amazing kind of bed and breakfast. John, Meg, and the dog Maya were amazing, or Mia. Great people, great place. And I'm actually going to write the place right here now, because if you're ever in Ambleside, you should go and check that out. Right, Saturday. Well, obviously we felt the effect of that big day in the mountains, and the next day we had a long train ride back. It was a lot slower coming back than it was going in. Only managed a bike erg session for 30 minutes. Quads were a little tight, not too bad, but only did 30 minutes to flush the legs again. Same idea as the bike erg sessions after the strength sessions. I just wanted blood flow, very little resistance. And I didn't manage to get any heart rate data because for some reason the bike wasn't connecting to the chest strap monitor. So I left it. I just went on to feel, and I kept it super, super light. But I was happy to manage to get something done. I wrote trouble connecting HR to the bike, a bit stiff, short and sweet, flush, ride. Perfect. And then on Sunday, I still managed my long bike erg session. So I did 3.5 hours on the bike. This time around, my heart rate monitor connected. I managed 128 beat per minute average over the 3.5 hours at 88 RPM, 131 watts average, and I did 90.7 K. Whilst I was doing this, I was watching the Rafael Nadal documentary on Netflix, which gave me a lot of hope because I didn't know he went through so many injuries throughout his career, and it's just insightful and amazing to see what a strong mindset can do. So certainly I learned a little bit from him and about him. That was a great watch whilst doing this 3.5 hour bike session indoors, which can be a little bit long. So it was very entertaining, but also learned a lot. Obviously, with all these big sessions and the long day out, the totals of this week is so much bigger than other weeks. Managed 17 hours of training and a total calories spent of 9,033. I'm going to finish this great week 4. All right, this is the second interruption. This one was long. To finish this video, and I was saying week 4 so far has been the best in terms of feeling incredible. Weekly review. I started the week with the strength session that made me feel progress is being made. Even though I can feel discomfort on the outside of my right foot, it starts to feel stronger. The rest of the week was designed around the Friday spent in the Lake District, which was the biggest win of the week. My focus was to test the structure of my feet and ankles, and it held up nicely. Big win. It is boosting my confidence and confirming that the combination of bike, strength, and light plyometrics is working. I'm also happy about my weight responding to the better, healthier diet. Well, on this note, thanks for watching. And I'm looking forward to sitting here again week 5. It'll be hopefully as incredible. All right, see you next week.